It's been a while since we did a last video for Feeling the Rush, and it's been a while since we had Steve on, but I mean, things happened for our fantasy league where we actually had to redraft, and we added 2 new players to the league. We have one of them right here, Steve Phillips. Well, welcome, Steve, and we just completed our fantasy draft, and we're trying to get some videos in. So I would like to talk to you about your team. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm excited.
So, with your first overall pick, you took Ezekiel Elliott from Dallas. I noticed you have Andrew Luck, Tyrod Taylor as your 2 quarterbacks. You have a lot of, I see a lot of Bills players, including the defense.
I guess I'm biased. But yeah.
But the team looks really well.
I'm really happy about it. I think the roster that I had drafted and the people the players that I got and really got, I think had a good value around the entire draft. Especially with Jason Witten coming in round 4, I think to solidify that tight end spot, because we had those tight ends. Really, everyone drafted those pretty early and often. So I think that was a good option and good deal for me. Getting Jason Witten at the time that I did, I was really happy with.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed when you took another tight end, you took Ben Watson from Baltimore.
Yep.
Now, he had a great season with New Orleans, and I actually looked at him coming into Baltimore as it was. What do you see out of him this season?
A lot of size. I think he's a versatile tight end. He does a lot of both run blocking and in the passing game very well. I think he could be another option. That's something that I would like to kind of investigate or go further with, is just seeing what options I have as far as different tight ends that I may be able to trade for, pick up on the waiver wire that may be a better option. But with the draft, I think it wasn't a bad pick for where it was, but I think I'm going to look into it more, see what other options I have.
Okay. And now that it comes across my mind, Andrew Luck did not have the best season last year, and he is your top-rated quarterback. What kind of are you looking to implement a system with both Tyrod and Andrew Luck, or are you trying to just see who pans out, who doesn't, or are you just trying to go with Andrew Luck altogether?
Well, since we're doing a 1 QB league, I was thinking to start Andrew Luck, depending on the schedule with him and Tyrod, see who has the stronger or weaker opponent, to see who would have a stronger game. Other than that, I think kind of flip-flopping them back and forth, because I have T.Y. Hilton as well as the wide receiver on the Colts, as well as having Sammy Watkins on the Bills with Tyrod Taylor to throw to. So kind of I like the combination that I have for both those options. That's kind of what I intended to do. I think either way I could have a good option, but whoever's on a hot streak or cold streak, I can just flip-flop and see whoever's playing better, I'm going to play.
Okay. And I got to ask, when it comes down to it, what kind of moves are you looking to make in the near future? Is there a certain player you want, or is there something you want to just fix up?
Immediately, there's no big holes other than, like I mentioned, the tight end spot with Ben Watson. But I think the other player that I have that I'm kind of suspicious about, or just knowing how they play, is Andrew Luck. Just see if he can have another bounce back year after the big money that he was paid this offseason. But also TJ Yeldon, splitting carries in the backfield for Jacksonville. I think he's another intriguing one that I would like him to produce. But if not, then I may have to see what other options lay out there for him. But overall, I'm very happy with my roster.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that you're actually in the league this
Me
time.
too, absolutely.
And I can't wait to see what happens as the season goes on.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.